Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. I want to show you that you can use multiple molds to create a pair of earrings. You don't need just one mold and make your earrings out of that. You can use multiple ones and incorporate each one into each other. All the supplies I'm using today will be in the description box below. So let's get started. Alright, so I pulled out a few colors that I'm going to use, and I believe I'm going to start with the leaves. I'm going to make the leaf into a post earring and have a little dangle off of it. So I'm going to use the darker green first, and that would be for one of the larger ones. Okay, that's not the dark green. This is like a jade. I'm going to use 3 drops for that. This is actually pretty easy to make, but you will need a drill and a very small drill bit or drill burr. Okay, gotta get the bubbles out. So I'm going to use my hot air gun and I'll be right back. Now I'm just pouring it and letting it flow naturally into all the areas. Now these do not have ready-made holes in them, so I'm going to use these as a post earring. I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds and then turn it over and cure it for another 90 seconds. Okay, so now it's cured. And I'm just going to remove it from the mold. Now, I did make another one, so I have a pair. So next, I need to do the smaller leaf, which we're going to attach to this. I'm just going to set those aside. And I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use a lighter green. I'm just going to do 2 drops. Mix it up. Sorry for the noise. And then we'll pour it into this mold in the little leaves. Now I'm just waiting for it to move into the small little area where the hole will be. It's taking its time, so I'm just going to do a couple little drops. I got some on the side there, but I'll get that out in a second. Okay, so where it was on the side, it just went into the little circle area there. And now I'm just going to make sure there's no bubbles, especially where the holes will be. And I'll be right back. I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds and turn it over and cure the other side for 60 seconds. Alright, so these two are done and I can remove them from the mold. So let's see, I want to do another one too, but I'm not sure exactly which one I want to do. There's a butterfly. I think that would be really pretty. Maybe the butterfly. I was thinking the fox though, hanging off just this really thin shape here, this geometric shape. So I was thinking maybe the fox or the butterfly. I think I'll do the fox. So let's see what we got. Got a little bit of a mess here, so I'll just get that cleaned up. I won't need a lot for this one. I'm going to use this Garnet. I don't really know what shade that's going to be. It says Garnet, but I'm not really sure. So this top part I'm going to be doing Tiger's Eye. So I'll put 2 drops in there. And we might as well just see for the fox what color that Garnet will be. I was looking for like a reddish shade maybe, but this is like a brown. That's like a brownish red, so that might work. That's perfect. And then just mix it up. And make sure you get your bubbles out. Now because the light is small and I have to fit these underneath the light, I am going to do this portion first and cure that for 60 seconds and then turn it over and cure the other side for 60 seconds. Now I'm just going to have to drop this in because this is so thin. So just be patient when you're doing these really thin ones like that. You really can't just pour it into the mold, so take your time. And then make sure you fill it up. All right. So now I will cure this for 60 seconds and turn it over and cure it for another 60 seconds. And then I'll make another one off camera and then we'll work on the fox next. All right, it's time to remove it from the mold. And I already did a second one. I'll place those over here. We can set this aside because we already used it. And then here are the cute little fox faces. Now, if you're not into cute little animals, which I'm sure everybody is, there's a variety of things that you could put at the end of those. Flowers, some triangles. You can make it really interesting, but I really want to do the cute little fox face. And make sure he fills up all the way. I can set that aside and just get out the lighter. Make sure there's no extra bubbles in there that we don't need. All right, and I'm going to cure this for, because it's a darker color and it's a little bit thicker, I'm going to do 180 seconds and then turn it over and do it for 180 seconds. Okay, so the fox is done curing and I can remove him from the mold. Oh, it's so cute. Now you can see his eyes and you can see another raised area on top of his head. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I'm going to use some markers and any of the raised details I'm going to color in. These are artistro, like they're bullet tips. So they look like that. They're for like dotting. And then the other side is like a fine tip. So I'm just going to color over the raised areas. Now you're definitely going to have to do a top coat on these. So you can put a little bit of UV resin on there and cover it up. Or you could do like what I do. I had some gel top coat. And it's the UV LED type, no wipe, it's just shiny. Once I ran out, I just put UV resin in here. So I just use this. It's got a brush. And then I just go over the areas that I need to do a top coat on. And then brush it on carefully, because if you do it too hard, it will wipe off the color. All right, before we cure these, I want to do the fox. So now we can cure these. I'm going to do them for 90 seconds just to make sure that they're cured really well. And I'm just going to push these over so I can cure them all together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that's cured, we can put them together. I'll start with the fox because I've got a little bit more work to do with that. Now this one, it's got a very teeny tiny hole, so I'm going to use my drill just to enlarge it a little bit. Okay, those are fine. And then I'm going to drill one over here. And then the other one, I'm going to drill on this side. Okay, and I just need a baby wipe just to clean this up. It's a little messy here. Those are okay. That's okay. Okay, so we'll put these together, and I'll do those last because I'm going to use the post for that. If I can pick it up. It's got a flat end that goes on the earring. Most women know what posts are, so we have worn them. Okay, so I have 6mm jump rings, so I'll just get some out. And I'm going to open it to the side, put it through that hole we just enlarged, and then put your fishhook earring facing towards the back, and then close it up. Simple enough. I mean, that would actually make a nice cute pair of earrings too, but you know, we want to put a little extra on it. Okay. So again, we're just going to open it up. Now this side does not have a hole, so we're just going to fit it on. And make sure that your fox is facing towards the back. I'm just going to get another pair of pliers just to help me close this up. Oops. Let me see if I got it right. I did. I think that looks really adorable. And this one. Let me close it up. Okay, so we got one pair of earrings done. You can make these into the dangle earrings with the fish hooks if you want. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it, but let's see. I'm just going to attach these first. Let me close that up. All with 6mm. These are very, very thin. They're also very lightweight. Trying to make sure I get it the right way so I don't mess it up. I'm just working on these to close it up tight. Okay. All right, so that's what they look like. Okay, don't need that one, so we can put this one away. And then for the post, turn it over. And we're going to put the post on the opposite side of where the little dangle is. So you can use E6000 for this if you want, or you can use UV resin. And I'm going to use the UV resin, and I'm just going to do just a little dab right there. And a little dab on the opposite side. And then you just take that flat part of the post and just stick it right into the resin. Now you need either your mixing tool or something that's a little bit more pointier. You want to make sure that you get the earring, that flat part, encased in the resin, and that just helps it to stay secure so you don't lose your earring. And the resin against your ear is not harmful, so don't worry about that. All right, that's all we need to do. And then I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds. So with just a few molds, you can make some really pretty combinations for your earrings. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. In the description box below, you will find a link to my Etsy shop, which is Creations by Laurel, and you'll also find links to all the supplies I used and to my artwork, my jewelry, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.